My name is Lakin. I am a singer-songwriter, musician, and one of the producers on this 6th track off of my upcoming record. The song is Flattering Affliction.
I'm Adam Watts. I really am more of a basketball player than anything. I'm Adam Watts. I produce music, play music, mix, engineer, all kinds of stuff.
I'm Cory. I'm supposed to look at you, right?
What's your last name, Cory?
My last name's Clark. Adam. Not Clark Adam, just Clark. Just stop it at the end. I'm Cory. I just show up and try to help with whatever I can possibly do. Grabbing instruments or
Getting coffee.
I also get coffee. I'm really good at that.
Yep.
I met Cory about 10 years ago when I was still living in Long Beach, and we were just kind of introduced through the music scene there. And we ended up playing some gigs together and actually even writing a song together called Guarantee, which I perform at a lot of my live shows. And I met Adam through Cory at like a art music show. And we kind of stayed in touch over the years, and then kind of randomly I got a text from Adam, and it just kind of came together very organically in that way.
Lakin is such a unique artist. Right away you know it's her. So for me, and I've known Lakin for 10 years maybe, and I've always been a fan. We've done shows together, and I've played guitar with her a little bit, and so we have like a friend relationship there. I just love her music though, and I've always wanted to work with her on her stuff, but it's also kind of scary because you just don't want to ruin it. So she came in with the vocal and the guitar, the rhythm guitar, so it was like already there, and it was just a matter of tap dancing around those recordings that were already there and all that emotion that was there, and trying not to step on anything or squash anything. So it was like a real delicate song to work on, which was really fun because you really have to pick and choose your spots where you're going to add and lay back a little bit.
I actually ended up using the original vocal from the demo on this song. And once I got to the production stages, I started with my good friend Marco Fazio, who I worked with on several of the other tracks on the album. We recorded the basic rhythm guitar for this track at his studio.
Yeah, and it was cool to be able to actually jump into a production that was, I don't know if you would call it half done or really started, but the most important pieces were there.
And the strings were there too before we jumped on it.
Yeah, we had gotten involved when the discussion of strings came about, which leads us to Eric Gorfain.
As I was on the search for strings, Adam had suggested working with somebody that had worked on his projects and that he had worked with before, named Eric.
He has a group called the Section Quartet, and they go around and do their own shows, like a band would, but also he does a ton of studio work and arranging, and he had worked on my record called Murder Yesterday and did such a killer job on it. I was just like, you gotta talk to this guy. And once I knew he was involved, I was like, oh, this is going to be epic, because he doesn't make a bad move,
And so I had reached out to Eric, and he was just a really friendly guy from the very beginning, so it was very easy to work with Eric. And it was nice having somebody vouch for his talent before even working with him, because I feel like it just automatically instilled this level of trust to kind of explore creatively with him.